biggest wake up call for me is if I'm like drinking consecutive days in a row.
Yeah.
That's when I'm like, dude, I'm I'm not in a good place right now.
Yeah.
I remember so because my parents live in Ireland, it's 8 hours ahead.
Right.
So right now it's 1 in the morning here. It's 9 a.m. over there.
Mm-hmm.
I remember one night I was hammered at like 3 in the morning, and I FaceTimed my parents. I was like, I'm like really drunk right now, and I've been drinking like a lot. And I was like, oh, dude. They were actually like, well, I don't know. They would rather me do that than like be drinking a bunch and like trying to keep it a secret.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm actually like super open with my parents
It's good.
as I've gotten older.
Yeah.
In fact, like too open. There's some things I've told them recently where they're like in shock. Like fucking I told them recently about how years ago I used to like work at Domino's as a delivery driver, and I would drink and drive on the job.
Mm-hmm.
And I remember saying that to my parents over the phone, and when I said that, my dad was like his reaction was just like, holy fuck.
But your dad doesn't drink that much.
No,
And
dude.
not, obviously, we've talked about it a lot, not, drinking and driving, especially on the job. But your dad does not drink that much, so he should react that way.
No, of course. And like in fact, even though I've done that, even if I was a parent, I would still like react the same if I heard
Yeah.
my kid was doing that.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's something I'm definitely not proud of. I used to drink and drive like a lot, but it's just one of those things you can get comfortable doing, but then as you get comfortable doing it, that's when you get reckless,
Yeah.
and then you can obviously like end your or someone else's life and just get in huge trouble.
Yeah.
So
The big part of that is someone else's life. Like,
yeah, of course.
You
That's
just
the
hear too many stories of someone else, literally ending someone else's life.
And then
because
the
you
drunk
were having-
driver was okay.
Yeah, because you were having a fun night out.
And then you hear and bro, it's never like another sack. It's never like another sack of shit they kill.
Yeah.
It's always like a mother and a child.
And hey, we've all made mistakes. We've all done it, but you just have to learn from your lessons.
Yeah, that's the worst thing I've probably done. And I've never done it, and I'm like, oh fuck yeah, I'm gonna keep doing it. Like every time I do it, I'm like ashamed.
Yeah, like I've had like whatever. I like Sunday scaries where you wake up the next day and you regret a night of drinking. The worst I've had it was when I drank and drove. It was just like
Bro.
I felt like such an idiot, dude. And I
Yeah.
had so much anxiety.
Like a lot of shame.
Like exactly. So much shame. It's just like, oh my.
Even if
what was
nothing
I doing?
even if nothing happened.
Nothing came about mine. I mean,
Yeah.
other than my wife getting mad at me, but like it was just like, oh my, what was I thinking, dude?
Yeah.
So stupid. It's so stupid. And the last time I did it was, it was like a big wake up call. It was just like, I actually, that was years ago, and I've Ubered every time I'm going out, and it's like, all right, I plan on drinking. I'm Ubering. There's just no doubt about it. Even if I think I'm gonna have an easy night, I'm not risking it. I'm Ubering. It's too easy to Uber.
Yeah, and another thing is like, once you kind of start, if you're like someone who has their life together, you kind of start to get your life together. You kind of realize like, if I can't afford to get an Uber, then I shouldn't really be going out to the bars and spending a bunch of money on booze anyway.
Yeah, because you definitely can't afford a DUI.
No. In fact, dude, it's like, I can't believe I haven't gotten a DUI. And so many people I know have one.
Yeah.
Not
Yeah.
just one, multiple.
Right. Same here.
Yeah, it's not good.
And we know a couple people that probably, other than ourselves, should have a DUI.
Oh my god. Dude, I had this one friend in Seattle. Recently he told me a funny story. Well, it's obviously fucked, but it is kind of funny. He told me a story about how like this was his second DUI, and it was on the 4th of July. He was driving home blacked out, and he was driving on the opposite side of the road, and
No.
some like old woman put him under citizen's arrest.
No way.
Yeah. I guess he was so drunk, he just wasn't able to, like, get away. So, like, the old woman just put him under citizen's arrest.
Thank God for that woman.
Yeah.
Because although it's, I mean, I've always wondered about citizen's arrests. Like, 'cause
Yeah.
I love body cam videos and stuff.
Oh, dude, they're addicting to watch.
And I've seen a few where it's like, I'm putting you on citizen arrest. And the person is like, what the fuck are you talking about? Shut up. And maybe just leave and then get caught by the cops. But it's like, what if you just tried to put somebody under citizen's arrest? Like, what do you do? Just call the cops and, like, hold somebody back?
Yeah, and then it's like, to what extent can you go to put that person under citizen's arrest?
I don't think I would have the willpower to hold somebody back and, like, put them under citizen's arrest. I mean, maybe if, like, in your friend's instance, if they were so drunk, like, it was easy to keep them around, then maybe. But, like, putting someone under citizen's arrest is wild.
I just hope I never have to be in that situation, dude.
Yeah. I mean, you
Fuck.
just had a instance recently where you saw somebody have a bad crash downtown Spokane.
Yeah.
That person was probably fucked up.
Dude, I mean, the way they crashed, like, yeah, they had to have been.
And didn't you say they just got out and walked away? Or did you not see it?
No, I saw the person immediately get out and just sort of not run away, but they sort of speed walked away, like they were kind of like freaking out, but they were kind of in shock, so they didn't just. It was almost like their mind was torn, like, oh, like their initial reaction was get out, like, just get out.
Yeah.
But then, like, the logical side that was still, like, somewhat intact was like, no, you can't just run away.
Yeah.
So I don't know what happened, but it was bad. In fact, Jaden told me that, was it last night? I think last night or the night before, he said someone drove, like, their car through the front entrance of River Park Square, the mall.
Ava just showed me the picture of that last night. And
Fuck.
that's wild. Downtown Spokane, the mall.
And it was at night,
Yeah, but
so when it was closed.
Ava said she saw the news report. The person was not intoxicated. So how the fuck do you do that? I mean, they had to be on their phone or something.
Dude, to do that even from just being on your phone?
Thanks for watching and hope you enjoyed that clip from The Doe Show. Be sure to check out another clip or check out the full episode. Peace out, bitches.